So, hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another incredibly special The Hunter Call of the Wild video. Now, just like I said in my video yesterday where we got my 4th super rare Tahr, literally as soon as I finished recording that video, I got straight back on the grind and just continued for the rest of the night grinding Tahr, and eventually we did have Great One Tahr number 3 end up showing up. Now, it is another Fabled half. It is the exact same fur as my second Great One Tahr. He does, however, have the bigger weight estimate and has a different set of horns to my 2 previous Great One Tahr. So this is a completely different set of horns. You can see this isn't the really big horns. It's also not got the notches that the previous Fabled half had. It's got like really big, almost like diamond horns, but made a lot bigger. They're really smooth and sharp looking, and it's a really nice looking Great One. And he spawned actually in one of my favourite zones. I really like this zone, and it was nice to be able to just get, you know, a really nice look at him from this tripod and just sit and watch him for a bit. He is actually so beautiful. It is a shame that he has the exact same fur as my second Great One Tahr. You know, I've got 3 Great One Tahr now, which is absolutely insane. I never really thought I would get one, but sat here now with number 3, and, you know, 2 of them have the same fur. But this guy does have very different horns, and even still, even though this is actually my least favourite of all of the Great One Tahr furs, it does look really unique, and I'm actually a much bigger fan of it, like, seeing it in-game than I was when we saw it on the reveal stream. And like I said, he has completely different horns to my previous 2 Great One Tahr. Like, they look so sharp. That's the thing that really strikes me about these horns, is how smooth and sharp they are. Like, almost like knife blades. That's what they look like to me. Really cool. And, you know, it's cool to get a 3rd Great One Tahr. I mean, I am still over the moon that a 3rd Great One has shown up. However, because it is a duplicate, I am gonna continue grinding, which I know I said I'd get 3rd one and stop, and I know that there was several people who said, I wonder if that will actually happen or if you'll end up going for number 4. If this had been a different fur, like even if it hadn't been the Fabled Skull, if it had been any of the other furs that I didn't already have, I probably would have stopped for a bit. But my grind is going a lot better now, and, you know, it is a duplicate. As much as I love this, he is a duplicate apart from the horns, so I would like to, you know, continue and try and get, you know, at least one more different fur or a couple of different furs if I can get that lucky. So we are going to continue. But look at how sharp those horns are. Like, the fronts of them are so sharp looking. That's what really, like, struck me when I saw these horns. So we've had 3 different horn variations for our 3 Great One Tahr so far. And we get the music, everything went nice and smoothly, and we do get the Great One medal. Now, I did just shoot this guy with the 308. I thought, you know, seeing as it, you know, it was a duplicate of the previous one, I would just sort of shoot this guy and then carry on grinding after I got this footage. Basically, that is exactly what I did. I am so thrilled that we have a 3rd Great One Tahr. Like, this is something I never would have predicted with this grind. How this grind has gone has been absolutely wild. To end up with 4 super rares and 3 Great Ones at this point is wild. Absolutely wild. Like, this is the hardest of the Great One grinds that exists currently, and it's one of my best Great One grinds in terms of trophies. Like, it's actually insane. Like I said, I have a huge love-hate relationship with this species because they are so finicky and they can be so tricky to pin down, and I keep saying this in all these videos, which is why I still haven't made a guide, because actually, after I shot this guy last night, all of my level 5s just were like being trolls, and then I just was getting like next to no level 5s at all. So I did some more scouting around just to make sure that I wasn't missing any zones, or a level 5 hadn't like respawned somewhere else in a weird way or something. And I found 2 new Tahr zones. Both had a mix of males and females. One had a max weight estimate level 4 in there. I don't know how long those zones have been a thing. I certainly never found them before. but they're there now, and I've set up on them, and I did shoot, you know, a few out of those zones last night before I actually finished for the night. So I'm really, really excited to actually, you know, once I finish recording this video, go and continue grinding, because now I've got, you know, extra tar. So either those zones might become sort of new main zones, or they might end up with small ones in it. I know a couple of them already had like small level 2s in there with some of the bigger males, so we'll just have to see what happens today as I grind them. But this is why I've been reluctant to make a guide, is just because I am still trying to perfect everything. Yeah, I've gotten some really, really insane trophies already, and a lot of that is luck, but a lot of that is just an insane amount of time being put into this grind. Like, I'm not joking when I say I'm doing 12 to 15 hours a day on this grind. Like, that is the average, and it's just a lot of work. And I know that you guys, you know, you see all the trophies and everything, and that's why there's some people that are like, oh, you must be cheating. And it's like, I'm just showing the highlights of hundreds of hours of work and thousands of kills. You know, I'm just showing the very best kills out of those, and, you know, the really special moments, rather than the mundane hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of normal tar that I'm killing, you know. So these are just the absolute highlights that I'm putting forward. I would love to be able to stream my grinds, and I know a couple of you have commented about that, but unfortunately, I am just not set up to stream. Like, my setup is literally a laptop hooked up to a TV. And when I record a video like this, I sit on my bed with a microphone in hand, holding it, and then that's how I record the audio for these videos. Like, I can't do really anything live, and if I do a live stream, like where I've done a collab and then I record my perspective of doing a live stream with like Flint or something, I'm sat there using iPad headphones and just talking through Discord, and then that's hooked up to the laptop and everything, and it's such a complicated setup, so I'm just not set up to do live recording or live streaming, plus my internet kind of sucks, and I'm really hoping that, you know, if things change with my situation and how things are, then I'll be able to get like a proper desktop set up and all like the fancy equipment and stuff, and that will be really, really cool. But at the moment, it's just not feasible. Otherwise, I would love to stream these grinds and be able to share sort of the whole process rather than just these highlights. But at the minute, this is, you know, what I can do, and I still love being able to share these moments. So that's the only reason why I'm not streaming my grinds. I could literally sit and just record like the hours and hours and hours of footage, but I don't think that many people would sit through 15 hours of watching me shoot the same tar over and over and over again. And also, that would be a lot of footage to try and keep on the laptop and then try and upload to YouTube with my terrible internet. So yeah, I thought I'd just talk about that in this video as well, seeing as a few people have asked if I'm going to stream this grind. I would love to, but unfortunately I just can't at the minute. But we are going to go straight after I've posted this video and continue with tar grind number 4 and just see what happens. We're just going to see what happens. We're just going to roll with it. And like I said, I've got a couple new zones that I ended up finding last night, so we'll see how those end up fitting into the grind, whether they become part of my main route or not, and we'll just see what happens. And I will keep posting all of the highlights from these hundreds of hours of work. But that is going to be it for this one. So thank you so much for watching and for all your support as always. You are all absolutely amazing, and all of your kind words are hugely appreciated. So thank you so very much. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.